good whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening. This is the world-famous P&A Podcast Express, number 10 in Israel.
Number 10 in Israel, I saw that.
Due to our Anne Frank comments, I am sure.
Well, namely my Anne Frank comments.
Well, I don't think either one of us were overly PC.
I told my mother that one, and she just shook her head and walked away.
I didn't hear the Anne Frank thing.
Oh.
You should listen to the podcast.
I missed a podcast.
Yeah, I think that could be in our best of clip. Like,
okay.
Best of things you shouldn't say ever. But
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what episode it was?
I don't know, but it was good.
Somewhere between 1 and 41.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are we on 41 now?
42.
You say we're on 42, so we are on Phil's number now.
Yeah, that's what a kick to the crotch.
Well,
Karate kick to the crotch. I never asked to be this old. I don't want to be this old.
You are not
I'm
old.
the same age that when my dad was my age, I thought he was old.
Yeah, I find myself thinking about that. Man,
It really grinds my gears.
I hope I'm not my age, and then I realize I am.
Well,
And it's horrible.
Do you remember being like little kids and thinking your aunts and uncles in their 30s were old?
Well,
like,
let me tell
I'm the
you,
oldest one at this table. Actually, I think I'm.
nothing feels better
oldest one
and
in this
nothing
bar.
gets better as you get older.
I concur.
Every day, things get worse.
Coffee prices,
I concur.
There's no hope.
senior coffees.
Yes.
You got
the
that to
seniors
look forward to.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Laura Montgomery is here. Don't say her name wrong. Jesus. Juniper
Montgomery?
Christ.
It's
Yes.
Montgomery, Montgomery. I don't know. Everybody says it. I don't know why they do it. It's like there's like Montgomery or Montgomery. I'm like, do you see a mount?
So we need
Or-
to enunciate a little bit.
Yes.
It's just Montgomery.
Enunciate.
Enunciate. Red
So-
leather, yellow leather.
Phil doesn't ask to be
Yellow.
this old, but he does ask that you email us.
Email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com. That's arsehole. We had to put an R in there because that's what Gmail does to people these day and age.
Yeah.
You can't have asshole like we wanted.
Censorship.
So pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com or PNA Podcast Express @gmail.com. That's painful nut allergy podcast express @gmail.com.
Yeah,
Did we get any emails this week?
I thought we had come up with another
Well,
acronym.
we get emails every week, but not necessarily from fans. It's mostly spam.
Are they the Nigerian princes that want us to?
I wish.
That's what we're looking
So
for.
we did not get any emails then.
I don't believe we got
Okay.
any emails this
that
week.
was anything because yeah.
I mean, I can confirm that for you, but
This is what my life's become.
I think that was one of the things I talked to you about, wasn't it?
Nice.
nothing in that
What?
one.
I want to go to Hawaii.
Who is that? I've been to Hawaii. It's beautiful.
Never been.
No?
Nope.
I spent 2 weeks on Maui.
You don't want to go to the Virgin Islands right now. They got a whole
Why, would you
volcano
be a
thing
virgin?
going there.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a whole volcano thing going right there. Look at you going right to the gutter.
Well,
Good job.
You said
It's almost like you're a podcast expert on the PNA Podcast Express at this point.
That's
I
veteran
am,
work right
'cause
there.
I'm a new
That's
co-host.
that's savvy veteran work right there.
Yeah. Exactly. Woohoo. So
Savvy?
how was
Savvy? I have not yet begun to defile myself.
he says yet the night is young.
Oh,
So how was everybody's day? Let's start with that. How was your day, Adam?
I think you can sum it up with shit show.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. What about you there, Phil?
my day was like running through a cornfield naked backwards.
That would be very challenging and painful, and
That was a good description, seeing as how I already use shit show.
yeah.
Well, see, you forced me to be creative here.
Yeah. And you?
You know, my day wasn't bad. It was a normal day at the radio station.
Define normal.
Well, is anything normal?
No.
No.
How
No,
many
it
times?
really-
how
it
many
wasn't
times
bad.
did Fury step outside to extrude?
I don't think he did it all today. Actually, he was kind of quiet today. Eddie was kind
You
of
know,
quiet today.
you can piss him off if you fart in the studio. I've done it before.
Tyler. Okay, so this is funny. This is funny because I never told Tyler not to do that. And then one day after Eddie was very expressive, like this does not happen in the studio.
That's
and I was
unacceptable.
Like,
Poor
so
form.
I told Tyler, and he was like, I do it all the time.
You should. So when we were up at Cruise 102, do you remember that studio? It was like, it was a dungeon practically.
Yeah.
And there's no air movement anywhere in that studio. And
No.
I happened to let quite a rank one go, and he was very upset. He made me do the classic flashbacks for a little bit on my own.
Eddie's
The walls were carpeted, right?
They were carpeted.
So it was going to soak into the walls.
So Eddie, does he sometimes get like little bitchy?
Oh,
Sometimes?
Eddie gets bitchy. Sometimes, yeah.
See,
Sometimes,
I
wait a
don't
minute.
see his bitchy side.
See, we're dudes, so we see his bitchy side all the
Yes,
time.
I don't see his bitchy side.
See, you're obviously the female, so he likes you. You have boobs.
Yeah.
Well, I have boobs too,
Well,
but he's
I
not
was just
interested
gonna
in them.
say,
I presented.
I think
before.
we all have boobs here.
Yeah. No, I've asked him before if he wanted to squeeze, and he wasn't about it. So.
Really, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Because usually he's like, I'm not kidding. If anything walks down the street that has boobs, he's like, wow, she's hot. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Eddie, seriously. She's in that. Really? Have we come to this?
We love
like,
you, Captain Fury.
You've
We have.
seen it.
Oh,
You've seen
yeah.
it before. He's not going to listen, so Eddie's not going
But
to hear
see,
anything.
I've known Eddie for like 25 years. And
Let me tell you what. One of the craziest times I've ever had was calling for some Tailgater Sports doing a volleyball game with him. I'm like, during every break, I'm like, God, I hope your mic's muted. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's bad. He is bad. Like, wow. I don't think I've ever seen a bigger whore. Well, okay, let's rephrase that because we all know Eddie's short in stature and whatever, but I mean, he is like probably the worst I've ever seen when it comes
what he
to
lacks in
commenting.
height, he makes up for in libido.
Well, then, okie dokie.
well, so
I
I was
need to know that about Eddie.
when I was working at the station. I went down with my son to Rochester University for a wrestling practice. Drove him down there and hung out with him for the day, and I just happened to mention in passing. I'm like, yeah, we got down there. We got down early. We had to wait for the volleyball team to get done practicing. And he's like, oh. So how was that?
Tell me more.
So how was that? You got any pictures?
He's so
What were
disturbing.
they wearing?
Yeah.
And then, like, it's everything. So I've gotten to the point that I'm like, yeah, that's you. Really? That's what you think's attractive?
Yeah.
And so when there is something attractive, I'm like, all right, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. But yeah,
It's good you can play his game.
yeah, I do. I totally play it because I'll see him just standing there looking out, and I'm like, what are you looking? I'm like, what the? Oh, that ain't good. Really? You're looking at that? So
Yeah.
yeah, he's bad. He's a like, I don't know. So has he always been that way? You guys went to school with him, right? Okay.
Yes.
But
actually, really, in high school he was a lot more reserved, but then he went into the Marines, and that's when he decided that it's okay to express these feelings, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
better to express them than hold them in.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't spontaneously combust in high school.
I kind of am
Yeah.
too now, knowing all
Yeah.
this. God.
Spontaneous orgasmic combustion.
he probably was not attracted to high school girls when he was in high school.
No, it's
You're damn
probably
right,
the
Eddie
older
Fury.
women. It's probably
Oh,
older
that's
women.
awesome. Adam, that's a valid point.
Well, I'm just saying.
All right, on the scoreboard, point for Adam.
Yeah. So far, I am winning on the leaderboard.
Oh, you're dominating this thing, man.
You're going to win all night.
Probably.
Probably.
Pretty used to that.
Nobody ever says, Phil, that's a good point.
I have said that to you before. Don't sell yourself short.
So for your listeners at home, why don't you try to mine for that and find when Adam said, Phil, that's a good point on this
I was going to
podcast.
say, I think last week you gave him one and said,
I think
good
so.
point. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember.
Wow. That's all the boost I needed for the day, man. That's my
Yeah.
daily affirmation right there.
There you go.
I really
you know
think
what?
you did.
I might actually want to wake up tomorrow morning now.
Fantastic.
Most days I'm just like, oh man, can I just be dead?
See, look at the improvements we're making here already.
Yeah.
So I posted that, and Jody said, is Adam sleeping?
Well, I was trying. It's really hard with all the talking and podcasting.
Podcasting gets in the way of my sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
I have to multitask now.
Yeah, well, it happens. We all have to. So I did learn something. I read an article the other day, and it says that men cannot multitask. Like, you're incapable of multitasking.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I can say that is 100%
Got his
false.
hand in his hand in. Oh, good God, phone in one hand.
Because I've got one hand in my pocket, the
Yeah.
other one's giving a peace sign.
Is that what they call
I'm
that?
impressed there hasn't been one burp yet.
No, I'm slacking. I'm not
We're
drinking out
all
of a bottle.
slacking. just as I say that.
That's an unfair
I
advantage.
knew it. I knew you'd summon the unholy.
Oh. You know what? I have a tendency to summon the unholy. There's, like unholy, and there's like...
Release the fury, Mitch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's the Kraken.
It's the Kraken. I haven't even had enough rum.
Rum.
Why is the rum always gone?
I'm gonna have some rum next week.
Just next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That's an odd statement.
Because I don't usually drink liquor. I'm not a liquor girl.
Go on.
The mind went somewhere else. I can tell by the eyes. No, I'm not. I'm not a liquor girl. I don't do well, first of all, I still don't have my full taste and smell back. But so I could probably do liquor now. But if I can smell it before I like, and it's strong, I can't. I don't know. So I don't do a lot of liquor. I'm beer.
Okay, that's acceptable.
I don't either. I drink on podcast night, really. I memean,
just so everybody out here in podcast land knows, Melanie is here. She's just red-faced and sitting to the side, and we haven't even done anything bad yet. But she's got something about liquor. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear. I've heard that one before. Okay.
What are you referring to? Because there is no rear to this bar.
There is right there.
It's got a lot of ass to her.
It's a big ass bar.
So
I wasn't blessed with a big ass.
So
I wish I was. I do.
Woman goes to the doctor for a
You
regular
just
checkup.
haven't met the right guy
Right.
yet. Oh,
Woman goes to the doctor for her regular
I
checkup, and
concur
she
on
says,
that.
"Hey doc, how many calories are there in semen?" And he says, "Well, if you swallow, he's not going to care how fat you are."
oh boy.
There it is.
I didn't expect the punchline that quick.
I didn't either.
That one-
but it came
it came very quickly.
Pretty quickly.
It just, it was just burnt out. It just ejaculated right out.
It was just burnt out. It sounded like Medea. It was burnt. So my boys say I'm the equivalent to a white Medea. You guys know who Medea is, right?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Yeah. So
It's a dude.
It's Tyler Perry.
I'm aware of this.
Okay. Well,
I'm not familiar with the character, but I know who the character is.
You would have to watch some to understand. Oh my God! And if you do, have you seen some?
No, I refuse.
Same.
Oh, why is that?
I just do. I don't know.
He's
they're
not
really
a fan
funny.
of black cinema.
There's my thoughts
that is
on
also not accurate. But
That's a bold statement there.
I love the hell out of me some Friday.
Next Friday?
How the hell you get fired on your day off,
Friday.
Craig? Stealing boxes? What, you going to build a fort?
Everybody ought to stay out there for at least 35, 45 minutes.
How come every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen?
You know what I remember that when he's in his white van or box truck, whatever it is, when they're going to do that thing and he comes out of there. The dad.
Yeah, he's a dog catcher.
Yeah, that's what he was. Yeah.
in a box truck or a van.
Ooh,
I'm not
bite
sure
his
what it
ass,
was.
bite his ass. He's sitting there watching. Oh, man. Oh, no. Yeah, that's okay.
That's pretty good stuff. I would do a Chris Tucker, but it's extremely loud.
Chris Tucker.
Ooh, Smokey.
Was that the brother? The
That's
dad's
the friend.
brother?
Mm-hmm. That's the one who says, "You got knocked the fuck out." That was a really
I'm
bad
going to
one.
have to go home and refresh my Friday
and
memory.
Oh, he doesn't like black cinema.
Yeah, apparently.
I think it's somebody else here.
Thank
You know
for
what grinds my
untangling me.
gears?
Yes, we want to know.
People saying I don't like black cinema.
My friend's a dick, and here's why. Because he called me out on not like black cinema when I actually appreciate it for what it is.
I said earlier that last week we were all the dicks.
Yep.
I mean, thank God somehow that episode is lost in
just
outer space.
Just a
but
bag of dicks.
we were
randomly
all
hanging out.
Yeah.
the dicks.
Like
we could
baguettes.
all say, my friend was a dick because, like, from last week.
Do you know how much time we actually recorded on that last one?
It was well over 3 hours.
Well, but do you know how much the quick trip that we
no,
did?
it was supposed to be
37
a quick
minutes.
trip.
Yeah, but do you know how much time we actually recorded before it went
33
up?
seconds.
Yeah.
33 seconds. That sounds about right.
So basically, much like always, I was talking to no one.
We got through the intro and one of us saying, "Good, whatever time of the."
Bah. That's all she wrote. Hell, even the recording equipment didn't want to listen to our bullshit anymore.
And then it just went.
Yeah, it was like, all right, we've had enough of this shit. We're done with it.
Like, we can't publish this shit. Impossible. Me fail English, impossible.
Phil, move in. More. You gotta move in more.
Turn your phone the other direction.
I don't like to.
Turn your phone the other direction.
I don't like to do that. I don't like change. I don't like turning things.
Oh, it's so annoying when people put portrait pictures when they can put landscape on there.
What the fuck? You know what grinds my gears? When people put landscape pictures when they should be portrait and vice versa.
Seriously,
Oh, I
when
said
somebody takes a
excuse me
video
that time.
and they do it in portrait,
You're
it's like, what the hell is wrong with you, you monster?
What are you even doing with your life? Just
Yeah.
kill yourself.
Yeah, just end it all.
Whoa.
That's
That was
not pictures.
Wow.
Not pictures. I'm talking videos.
No, I take that back. Don't kill
right.
yourself, people. I mean,
No, but email us.
we're all slowly dying. pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com. Send us email. Send us hate mail.
We want
Listen,
we want any kind
tell
of
your
mail
family,
that you
tell
wanna,
your friends.
Do not send us portrait pictures.
Even if you know somebody who's a Nazi, have them listen. I don't give a fuck at this point.
Yeah. If the
I think I know a few.
Well, tell them to listen to our podcast, especially the Anne Frank edition.
So all my friends. So I have. Yeah, all right. So that's a thing. I have to I know who Anne Frank is, but I thought I listened to all the podcasts.
It was near the end of the one with my cousin Mike.
yeah.
Anyway.
I listened to them. Well, Mike's been on a couple of them.
Yeah, it's probably about episode 35-ish or so, give or take.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well, I can tell you because it's
somebody
got a
says-
diary for a cover.
Yes.
Oh!
Somebody told me
didn't
the other
listen to
day
that
that they listened to episode 2, and I said, I'm sorry.
Right. You have to apologize for that
As
shit.
you should.
And then they kept staring at my crotch. It's weird.
Not
Great.
really.
So,
Yeah, a lot of people stare at
I
my
thought
crotch,
that's
I've
what you
found. And I'm like, I'm up here. Yep.
Yeah.
I can't help
I'm
it.
always like, stare at my breast, please.
Yeah, at least my tits. Come on.
Yeah.
Have some
I didn't
respect.
wear my jangles today. I thought
You
about
needed
just
to wear your
bringing
jangles.
I thought
Was that on the recorded episode that actually went through?
Yeah.
The jangles?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm telling you,
yeah.
all of your son's friends are just conditioned now. Anytime they hear that, they're gonna be like, boobies, 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 boobies.
My God, I hope they didn't listen.
Are those are wind chimes or boobies?
Boobies, boobies. I mean, Pavlov was onto something, I'm sure.
All I was doing was shaking the necklace. Like, ching, 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 ching. But, it's on there
But
multiple times.
What was the methodology between shaking the behind shaking the necklace? You weren't grabbing the necklace and shaking it.
Episode 34.
Episode 34, by the way. If
For
you want to
Anne
hear,
Frank,
if you
okay.
want to hear Anne Frank, my terrible, distasteful Anne Frank comment that I told my mother that, and she said I thought I raised you better than that.
I think we were all kind of.
We were all quite punch drunk and loopy at that point.
I'm probably going to have to listen to that one. But
Yeah.
it's one with the diary. So episode 34. Okay.
Yep.
Is this what kind of shit show is this? We're on episode 42 already, and I think collectively between 42 episodes, we've gotten maybe 120 listens. So about 3 per episode. That's pretty good.
Really? That's it?
We did decide something.
We were number 10 in Israel.
Yeah.
Hey.
No joke.
For comedy improv, we were charted number 10 for podcast in Israel.
Well, thank you, Israel.
Yes. Thanks for listening.
And continue to listen.
And
Because the last
continue to
will
fight the
continue
good
to come.
fight over there.
That's
No matter
shit.
which side you're on. Fucking Holy Land.
Look at the very bottom.
No shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
How impressive is that?
230 in the U.S. at that point, and number 10 in Israel.
So, what do we have to say then about the U.S.? We're number 230.
We've been as high as, in the 40s before in that?
You were on one of
44.
your episodes. I remember you saying that.
In our category. Now, mind you, this isn't overall. We're not fucking Joe Rogan, but
No, but Joe Rogan. Hey.
I mean, if it would get numbers, I suppose I'd let him poke
I'd
me.
go on
But
the Joe Rogan show.
yeah, I wouldn't.
I would.
He's a
slum it.
hack.
I'd slum it.
I'm with you. I would do it. I would go on the
All
Joe
right,
Rogan.
Only to promote this podcast.
Absolutely.
I might go on the Joe Rogan show.
I'm not going to
think
go
you
over
would.
there and class him up with my wit and intelligence.
And charm.
But he videos everything. You know how many times he's been drunk on that show?
That
That was not Maura, everybody. I just want you to know that.
That was me, so drink if you're participating in such game. I got called out for burping on the
Well, you guys
podcast.
have a picture. I got to get another bottle. Who called you out for burping? I didn't.
I'm not going to name any names.
I just kept...
I don't think she listens anymore. She's not interested anymore.
Who?
One of my friends.
Oh,
Well,
no.
so-called friend. She doesn't answer text anymore, so... She's done with the Phil show, I guess.
Oh,
Don't
well,
blame her. I'm done with it, too.
That's not a friend.
Mm-hmm.
A real friend would still listen. I had a friend call me out on my burps, and I just said, sorry.
She might listen. I hope you listen to the podcast.
What's her name?
I'm
Or
not-
we can't say. Okay. So Phil's friend,
She knows who she is. You know what you did.
listen here, you she-shed lady.
It's probably my fault because,
You're a dick?
yeah,
Yep.
she was very interested.
So my
and I
friend's
only
a dick,
took her on.
and here's
I only
why.
took her on 2 dates in like a year.
Oh.
Well, that would be really shitty.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing with that.
Here's the thing.
So if
You see what had happened was
hold
Yeah,
on.
what had
I got to
happened
interject
was-
here because that's 2 more than Phil's taken me on in a year, and I'm still here. So fuck her.
I buy
and
you
I
dinner
can't
all
say-
the time.
Phil's
You
never
do.
taken me on a date.
that classifies as a date, doesn't it?
I suppose.
This podcast is like a date. It's a big. We've got a foursome going today. I like it.
It is.
Well, she's not really participating. We're doing all the work.
I know. Jeez.
I don't, I've seen her grab several drinks. That
Yeah.
makes her the star.
She's our bar wench tonight.
The real MVP.
But we love her.
Yes.
We love her.
The
She
real
is the real
MVP.
MVP.
The real.
The real
And I
MVP.
had set a limit of 4, and I'm already going on 3, and we're only, what are we in, about
27
I was
minutes
going
in.
to say
20,
not long.
22 minutes.
Everything feels
So
long
anybody
today
know how to
except
put
for my
windshield
dick.
wipers on? Your dick feels right today?
No, everything feels long today except for my dick.
Oh, I thought you said wrong.
Long.
I don't know how to put windshield wipers on. They're in my vehicle.
Melanie's going to go do that too
Oh,
now.
she's the best. I think I'm going to steal her.
I know. She knows.
I think I'm going to steal her.
She's experienced with windshield wiperly.
Yeah, because my one
Wipery.
windshield wiper is horrible. On the passenger side, thank God.
Well, that's
but
a hazard.
Yeah.
it's on the passenger side, so I don't. Well, I
don't-
still
you
have to
don't
see.
look out that?
Well, I use the side mirror when I.
Really bummed.
Why?
I didn't leave myself any drunk notes this week.
Oh, man. Can we discuss the one from
Yeah,
last week?
we really
What
need
the hell
to.
was the bolt cutters on there that said me?
Okay, so here's the story. So when I was in college, we had, and then I went to school for engineering, which you'd never know that by how big of a dumbass I am. But and did get my degree. And
just so you know, we don't think you're a dumbass.
anyway, yeah,
A
thank you.
jackass.
Jackass, yes.
There you go.
Dumbass, no.
Yes.
Know your asses.
Yeah.
Exactly. Know your asses.
So we had an engineering area lounge, and we had some of the old school lockers in said engineering lounge.
Okay.
Well, we didn't like many of the other assholes we went to college with because they were pretentious dicks, and we were the poor kids. So
Okay.
my buddy Bandit, we call him Bandit because he can only use one arm because he got in a snowmobile accident, so it's like a slot
I'm
machine,
not
one
going
arm
to repeat
Bandit.
my question.
So he always said Bandit, Bandit. Plus he's a big Burt Reynolds fan, so
There you go.
Bandit, Bandit. Anyway, we started jamming kids' lockers with coins like you used to back in high school, right? And they got pissy. And they said, if we find coins in these lockers and jammed again, somebody's going to get in trouble. So then we decided
Oh, you can't see her.
these kids, these college students would leave their locks on their lockers and unlocked, just hang them there so they wouldn't have to lock them. So we started playing lock roulette, where we just put them on other people's lockers and lock them up, because fuck them, that's why.
Well, why
I
not?
can't see it.
Right. So, anywho,
Hold on.
this got us in trouble once again, and they said, a couple lockers had to get, locks had to get cut off and whatnot. So then we decided a campaign of, all right, they said no switching of locks on lockers, the semantics of it. So we started bringing in locks from outside wherever we could find them and putting on random people's lockers.
Nice.
And now, at the time, we'd recruited another one of our fellow engineering students to be part of this. And so needless to say, a bunch of locks were cut off lockers, and a bunch of people got really, really angry, and some people might have missed some classes, and they were just butthurt in general. So,
welcome to today's society.
So what had happened was, I said, I work in the shop all the time next to it. I'm like, well, I'll man the bolt cutters, I'm looking like the good guy here. And I got eliminated as a suspect because one of my friends did it a day that I wasn't there. So I was cleared of all charges. So then to be,
Was that when you went in front of the judge and you said, yes, Your Honor?
So they're like, well, it's not Phil. It happened and he wasn't here. And I'm like, yeah. And in turn, I'll be the keeper of the bolt cutters. And they said, well, if anybody is caught doing this, we will, we're going to take action, probably expel you for a little bit. Can't go to class, kick you out. So it went on for another 2 weeks because we just had everybody's schedules and I had the bolt cutters. So fuck it. That's why. But it's great. Do you know the frustration on somebody's face when they go up to their locker and there's a different lock on it than what they normally have and they don't have a key for it or the combination? It's wonderful. It's magical.
My anxiety would have kicked in so bad.
Those pricks are still pricks. And yeah.
Do you talk to anybody from college still? Or?
Just my buddy Bandit. That's about it. The other people can probably go fuck themselves. So
they probably do.
So this
actually one of the guys. It's funny because I moved back.
This week.
I moved back here. And I saw a name of a guy I went to college with for engineering, and he now works for the sheriff's department. And I'm like, well, fuck him.
Well, damn.
Well, wait a minute. It works for the sheriff's department?
Yeah.
Imagine that. I thought only good people work for the sheriff's department.
I'm not saying, he's probably a great guy now, but back in college he was kind of a dick.
I think, you know what, though? I think if we all go back to, our younger selves, we were all dicks at some point.
I was nice to everybody. I just
well, I'm
put
nice
them behind
to
their back,
everybody,
put locks on their lockers randomly and shit like that.
I've never done anything like you've done to people. But I'm just a very mouthy, tell you how it is kind of person.
I live for just fucking with people, and I think everybody knows that by now.
Yeah, so with that being said, one day last week, Tyler sends me a message that says, FYI, when you get home, somebody literally drove through my front yard with a semi. So I have a circle driveway, and he goes, he's like, they drove through, they went in, went out, whatever. And I'm like, Tyler, are you sure you weren't just hot rodding in the yard? He's like, yeah, last time I checked, I don't have 8 duals or something, an axle or whatever. And then they drove through the trees. And they did. Like, who the fuck does that?
Wow.
Well, if I had a semi.
If you are hauling ass down a dirt road to the point that you got to fucking pull in someone's drive, cut across their fucking lawn, come out in between their fucking trees, and rut it all up, the fuck is wrong with you?
Did you stand out on your porch angrily with a stick yelling to get off my lawn?
I was at work, and Tyler sent that to me, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, did you go out and say anything? And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, did you see a name on the truck or anything? He's like, no, it's just a white truck. And I'm like, they better fucking hope I'm not home when they do that shit again. I'll rip
Bitch
somebody's
better
ass.
have my money.
Yeah, you rip up my front lawn. And then Tyler pulls in the other day with his camper right there. And I'm like, oh,
if he does that enough, it'll just even it out.
Well, he's parked in front of the shed right now. And boy, let me tell you, that was a fun experience. Tyler, I love you. But trying to navigate him to get this thing backed up. And in his credit, there's my flower bed and there's a wishing well. So there's not a lot of...
No forgiveness.
There's not a lot of forgiveness, But I'm like, he was insistent that it get done right then. So I'm like, I'll do my best. I've never helped anybody with this, but I'll do my best.
Do you ever toss random coins in your wishing well?
No, but I think there's a lot of stuff in there. I think there is.
How deep is this thing?
Well, it's
It's for display and decor.
Yeah, it needs to be redone. But there used to be what's ironic about it is there used to be when the kids were younger, we would put the house key in there because they couldn't remember to they'd lose it during the day. I literally have probably at least
27 different house keys hanging in the wishing well.
7 missing that are gone.
Is that irony? It might be irony.
They're just gone.
I have a hard time grasping that.
Meanwhile, there's somebody in a white truck that's got a couple house keys now.
I'm telling you,
and they're going to unironically get a foot up their ass if she finds out who it is.
I'll tell you what. I will put my foot in someone's ass quicker than. Woo!
They're gonna be sneezing my shoelaces.
They'll be fucking burping
is that
Nike for the rest of their life.
Is that number 57?
You're right,
on the
Mel. See,
genres
Mel
of porn?
knows me. I don't wear Nike.
Number 57 on the genres of porn, foot up ass.
Yeah, I don't think that would be good.
Don't ever search for fisting then.
I wear a size 13.
Good God. Greg wears a size 13.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
No.
Somebody'd be really sorry.
But I told Greg.
Foots and asses. I know her feet are tiny. I wear size 14. She does have.
I have 7.5s. Yours are 7s. Yeah. Oh, look at that! I'm a good judge of character. I can look at something and tell you how many inches it is.
we had a friend in high school. We had a friend in high school that could guess your bra size instantly, and he was always right 100% of the time.
Until Victoria's Secret came along.
Well, nope, still got it. He would judge that too. He'd be like, and he would actually know what the bra you were wearing was and what it was called. And yeah, he taught me that move too. The snap ton, dude.
Yep, in
easy.
the back.
Yep.
That's what you gotta do.
If you're a young gent, you should learn that move because it'll impress a lot of ladies.
Unless you're my young gents listening, don't listen to that.
We might have to.
So, Laura's boys, I'll show you how to do it.
It actually isn't that impressive to us, just so you know.
Well,
I mean, it's
would it have been when you were like 22 years old?
No, not really. I mean, I can free him myself. I mean, if you're having that much trouble, then there's
it's
a problem.
no trouble. It's a snap.
But that's what I'm saying. Mel, back me up.
I don't think
it kind of comes.
I don't
back
think you're back upable on this one.
It comes back and swings back sometimes. So, I mean, we're all now just staring at each other like,
I'm just sitting here.
Well, think
I'm
about
sitting
it.
here
Like
thinking.
this, boom, and they've got the rubbery, whatever. It's.
Do you know anything about a bra?
How did that go again?
No,
please?
I don't wear a bra.
How did that go again, please?
Hold on, you snap it. So. And no, Tyler and Greg. Phil is not going to show you how to snap a bra.
Unless you ask.
If you ask me, I'm an equal opportunity employer. I'm an educator.
Yes.
Oh, Tyler. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So, the rails, we've lost them. We have no idea where they're at.
Per usual. Did we do everybody's gear grinding? Because I think we're still missing someone's.
Not the kind of rails I like, but...
Do you you like rails over racks?
No, I like racks, but I like rails.
Well, what are the rails? The love handles? Or?
No.
I might be more confused than you at this point.
No, I think I'm equally as confused. Because I was thinking maybe the rails were love handles.
Talking about my cocaine days.
Oh.
I've never done cocaine. I've never done anything besides marijuana.
I tried it once, but I've seen a lot of people do a lot of cocaine. Woo.
Well, what? So what's the hardest drug you've ever done?
Probably coke. That's about it. And that was once. I don't like pot. I've tried it numerous times. It doesn't do anything.
I'm not a fan of it. No, and I've never done anything harder. So
that's basically it for me. I'm lame.
Oh, good God.
Send us an email at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com.
Send us an email.
If you know for a fact that Laura has done something harder. It's all good.
That's certainly going to get us some emails.
I'm like, that snort. Seriously. Oh, my God. Thanks a lot, Melanie.
You're welcome.
You're supposed to be here to have my back. And, oh, my God. So my cheeks are really
You're the one
right
talking
now.
about doing hard things.
I meant cocaine. Like, I had never done cocaine. I'm like, oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Woo. There are tears coming out of my eyes right now.
Right, everybody take a moment.
We're going to take a moment. Hold on.
Take a moment. Hold
Namaste.
on. What does this button do? All right.
Namaste.
This was the new one, I think.
Oh, let's hear it.
No,
that's
it was
an old hat.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hey, that replaced my jingles.
Yeah, there you go. So if you hear that, you'll think money and boobs, but they go hand in hand.
Yep, they do.
Can't have one without the other.
Well, most of the time, if you have one, it means you don't have the other.
If it's got tits or tires, it's going to give you problems.
Yep, and all our problems are caused by men. Menstrual cycle, menopause.
Huh. Huh.
Never thought about that.
So late. I love the delayed reaction.
Yeah. Well, you're
Adam's
both
like-
thinking.
Adam's
You're
like,
both like, wait,
a
what?
minute.
I touched every button on there before I settled on that one.
Something tells me you've touched every button somewhere all the time.
But why do you have multiple stuffed animals in case there's ever a gang rape? Show me where he touched you.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
This is why my therapists fire me all the time.
I was just going to say, now I know. I think I'm going to need a therapist after doing this.
I think
Actually,
so.
I think I need a therapist because of other reasons right now.
Go on. Tell me more.
So
Well, I really don't want to, but yeah. Woo!
I do have a gear grind.
Go ahead. What grinds your gears, Adam?
What in the hell has drove the price of lumber up so much? What in the hell?
Wood. It's wood, man. It's in high demand. Wood is in high demand.
Artificially, yeah.
We've already established you haven't.
You've done nothing
Yes,
harder.
you've done nothing with wood.
So, wood is artificially inflated right now. Perfect.
This was my thing until a minute ago.
Go ahead. Go
It
ahead.
was stolen away from me. No, I'm fine.
Ripped from the headlines.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like so many lumber
okay.
projects, lumber-based projects that I had in mind to do.
Yes. Well, how good are you with wood? 'Cause I need it. I didn't mean it like that.
Not.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I need my deck redone. So, like, it's either
You know,
roll
you,
the deck out.
you trim the hedges around that deck, it'll look bigger.
It'll look a lot bigger. It's an optical illusion. Your dick looks small. You need to trim the shrubbery.
Wait, did I say dick or deck?
Deck.
I thought I said, okay, I was like,
Your
wait, I
deck
thought I
looks
said
small.
deck.
Just a tiny deck.
So
I
go-
remember-
talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I gotta
No,
find something.
Drew and
I
Mike
don't want to do
used
that.
to
No,
talk
no,
all
I
the
got- I have
time
to find
about
something.
guys who
Talk to
like
the kids.
manscape and whatnot,
Right.
and they do that to make their junk look bigger.
Yeah.
Because it's true. Like, well, I mean, okay, I don't know, but so yeah. But I remember I used to fucking crack up because they were so for radio days and whatnot. They were pretty open and blunt about a lot of their stuff. And that's what they said, that they're like, that's ridiculous. Guys only do that to make the shit look bigger.
That there might be some truth to that. I mean, when you see a tree in a meadow, it looks pretty tall, but when you see it amongst other trees, it doesn't look as visually appealing.
Well, if you got multiple trees down there, there's a problem.
there is, yeah. If you're growing a forest down there, yeah,
Yeah, if you got a forest, we got a problem.
let's start a brush fire.
Too much friction. Needs some check.
Oh Jesus, good Lord!
You get that friction going, need some chapstick.
Meanwhile, our producer's over here
Our producer,
feverishly looking up something.
he's so feverishly looking it up too. And I stole your word. Wow.
That's okay.
That's unlike me.
Words belong to everybody.
What did I play last week for our jerky segment?
Oh. It was
It
another Michigan band, but it wasn't Beta Grand Fleet.
That
it was
wasn't the
something else.
Billie
It
Jean
was,
remake. No, it was.
No.
Was it Godzilla?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll do Cemetery Gates this week when we get to that part.
Oh, we do have a jerky here today too. I only brought one.
Yeah,
I'm kind
you
of
know.
lame. I'm fucking.
You
I
almost
slack
brought
totally.
one.
I'm terrible.
Mel, you're in charge of jerky.
Better
from
than
now on.
I am.
I'm just horrible at everything right now.
She's
Oh,
jerking.
so we did have
You know,
we do have somewhat of an announcement.
something happened.
We are going to actually do our live show,
Oh shit, we are.
and it is going to be for our 50th episode. We're not going to play favorites here where Phil gets 42 or I get 46. It'll be our 50th episode.
Well, that's good because I was warned about the live. So, 50th, it doesn't encompass any of us. So,
That's
Or
okay.
all of
we're
us.
just going to make
Maybe
sure
it gets
that
us
we're.
all.
it'll get us all. But yeah, it's gonna be a.
So we do
it's
have a
gonna be
live
quite the
episode
show.
coming up. What is it, like May?
I don't know. I
8th
haven't
or
figured
something
out
like
That was
that.
not a real part, by the way.
Oh,
We got like a month. I mean, this is episode 42, so you figure we've got
8 more.
We've got 8 more before we get to the 50th, but the 50th should fall on a Saturday.
yeah, it's good.
Okay. Oh, that'll be perfect.
Yeah.
So I can get all dolled up and come in and do the 50th and be all like, that's
Wear
rad.
your janglies.
I will wear my janglies, but I won't be doing the jangle.
You are fake news.
I think you told me that a few times on the last episode.
It was kind of your thing last episode.
It really was, that I was fake news.
That's terrible.
You know why he said that, though, Adam? He's jealous that we now have the LA Times.
I know.
Oh.
That's why.
It was the number 9 rated podcast in Israel.
He's been kicked off his own show.
We didn't even need some saucy Anne Frank episode to get ranked high.
I would just like to say thank you to Israel right now.
And Phil's going to hell. We already knew that.
And I think we established last week that my use of a few words was not the reason I was going to hell.
It's true.
Yeah. I don't think we established the actual reasons. I just remember Adam continually saying that is not the reason you're going to hell.
There's many others.
I'm not sure what those are, but
Me
apparently
either,
Adam
but-
does. Adam
Jesus
has an
is not my
insight.
homeboy.
Oh,
You know what?
that's not.
Maybe it's your episode that pushed us over the top with God's people,
In Israel?
and now you're absolved.
Wow.
You're back in.
Thank you,
Podcast.
Israelites. Like, oh my. You think it was my episode that did that? We went to
I
number
doubt it,
10.
but I'll say whatever I need to say to make friends.
You see, I'm the opposite.
Oh, we know.
I'm nice. But, you know.
Yeah, stealing people's podcast and shit.
I'm sorry, who asked me to be on the show?
I don't think it was me, was it?
I think it was just a mutual thing. That we
I
all
don't think
talked
I've
about
ever
it.
invited anybody to be on the show. I hate people. I'm joking.
And we're back
I
on
invited you. I invited
I was
everyone.
going to say, wait a minute. So I'm like, wait, did I dream this whole thing? And then he got all butthurt.
And actually, I like badgered Phil until we did this. We should do this. And then one day we decided to do it. And so by proxy, I invited you.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
See, this is a true story because I've been talking about doing a podcast for a long, long time. And finally, Adam lit the fire under my ass. And we sat here, cold and afraid and alone, and did a podcast. And then we didn't release it to anyone. And we did, about 4 or 5 episodes before. And then I said, if we're going to do this, we need to release it somewhere because it can't just sit on the shelf. I mean, this is
we
fucking
did
gold.
decide that we should have a few episodes in the can,
Yeah,
which is where
In
we
the
put
can.
that's where we put our episodes.
right. The unshittable trash can.
Well,
you work
I
at a
didn't
radio
know there was
station.
an
You should know
unshittable
what this
trash
is.
can
What that
with Phil
means, the
around.
can. Yeah, don't
Well-
guard your trash can.
If you can shit in my trash cans, good luck, because it hasn't gone out in a couple weeks. Tyler, if
It
you're
can-
listening, take the trash out.
It can only improve it.
You ever seen a hot fudge sundae?
Have you ever watched wrestling on TV, Jimmy?
We need to have like an episode where everybody you've had on comes on.
Oh dear Lord!
Bukkake.
What the hell is fucking bukkake? I need to know what the fuck bukkake is.
Google
No,
it.
I didn't Google it.
Google it.
Why do I have to Google it? Why can't you just tell me what bukkake is?
Google it.
It's a great
Okay.
soundbite right there. You need to harvest that one.
need one of those. No, seriously, what the hell is bukkake? Can't listen, boys. Listen, boys. Listen, I'm gonna use my voice now. What is bukkake?
Ask your son.
Which one?
Either.
Ask Eddie.
Yeah, ask Eddie. Ask Eddie.
Why can't you guys tell me?
Because it's part of the
Allure.
the story. here.
Yeah.
Mel, you know what bukkake is. I thought you were just looking at me like you know. She's
I did
innocent.
not expect
so
this.
It's something dirty. Is it something dirty?
Well, let's just say there's a lot of dirty.
Okay. Does it involve?
Clean up aisle 7.
Sorry. Put it this way: in order to film bukkake porn, you need a designated jizz mopper.
Oh. All right, I am going to look it up now.
This is live action, folks.
I'm a little intrigued right now. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Okay, what?
Anyway, you know what happened? See what had happened was...
How do you spell bukkake? B-U-K-A-K-I?
It should autocorrect for you. See, what had happened was I went against all Phil's principles, and my boss told me Friday
Oh, my God! That's horrible and disgusting all at the same time.
What had happened was...
We're all about education here. As Phil mentioned earlier, he's an educator. I'm an educator.
You're welcome.
Yes. You can take that with you wherever you go now.
She can't unsee it now. That's beautiful.
If everybody can see my face right now. I'm not even seeing them.
No, okay, hold on. Slow down. You just looked up bukkake and then said, if anybody can see my face right now...
That's great radio right there, or podcast.
Well, now that I know what it means, that's horrible. Oh, my God. Oh, dear Lord. Really? People do this?
I would say at least 13 of our 22 listeners just probably Googled it.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so...
Do people like this is going to be your next question, of course. See, I already know. People are into everything, remember?
But, yeah, because last episode you guys were talking about...
Different strokes for different folks.
Kicked in the head by a horse and people like that. But
as you ejaculate.
Like, that's, like, really, like, ew. Ew.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad. Like,
if
what
people
woman
can see my
would want
face
that
right now.
done?
This is fucking amazing.
Okay, just for clarification, Laura's face does not have any bukkake.
Bukkake free since 93.
Oh my God, I can't believe that's what that is. And I can't believe somebody...
Did you think it was a pastry?
I wasn't sure. I think I've been clear. I didn't know what bukkake was. Well, it sounds like a excreted cream-filled pastry.
A pastry.
A pastry. Patent that. Trademark.
Holy crap. So women willingly just... And hey, boys.
Anything for $1.
No. Oh, boy. Oh, my. So, Mel, you knew what that was all along.
This is fantastic.
Guessing Mel really knew, and I did not know, and I'm the oldest hen here.
Yeah, we're disappointed in you.
You should be. And you know what? You guys should be disappointed. I should be punished.
And she took over as co-host for me. Jeez.
That's a whole nother job.
Unbelievable.
I think I have to like do some research on really intriguing, disgusting things to even be qualified as a co-host anymore.
Welcome to the tapestry of my brain.
I didn't know what bukkake was, and now that I know...
But you know now, so you're okay.
I know now, and it's very disturbing. Good Lord.
There are a lot of things. Disturbing out there.
I'd like to apologize to all the bukkake fans out there. Laura, we still want you as listeners. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, really. I mean, if that's your thing, I'm good with it. That's cool. I don't ever see myself enjoying something like that. But, you know, to each his own. To each his own. If you like bukkake, enjoy your bukkake.
Well... I'm hoping.
I think we're probably going to get an email from the somebody who runs some sort of bukkake organization.
Guild.
Oh,
the
good
guild.
Lord.
And they're going to want you to be their spokesperson now.
If you enjoy bukkake, enjoy that bukkake.
I can't wait to be number 10 in Japan next week.
and if you are number 10 in Japan next week,
I'm big in Japan.
What is my prize? I think you said that last week, too.
I love that line. I'm big in Japan.
I don't remember a whole lot from last week.
It's a philism. There's a bunch of them, yeah.
You'll be a member of the Bukkake of the Month Club.
Every month, you will receive...
So now, Phil, because we know so much personal stuff about you anyway, we're going to ask this question.
Yeah.
Have you ever partaken in bukkake?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
There was a little too much thought in that for my...
He did have a lot of eyes. Like, I'm not sure about this.
Go ahead and ask me the same question.
Adam, have you ever
No.
heard?
See
Now,
how
should I ask Eddie the same question? I'm
no.
thinking that question
No.
Do you
would
want
be
the
a
answer?
yes.
What happens in the barracks
No.
stays in the barracks.
But it said a woman. It said
Doesn't mean you
usually
can't drag
a woman.
a woman back to the barracks.
Well, it's like maybe I was in a lesbian relationship before. Not with a guy or
Go
a girl.
on, tell me more.
Well, it wasn't with a girl. He just acted like a little bitch.
Ooh, whoever you are, that's a sick burn
Yeah.
right there.
I'm sorry. Sorry that had to come out on this show.
That is, speaking of things coming out, yeah.
That isn't really about anybody in particular. It was a meme I saw. I stole
You
it.
know who you are.
I stole that meme. And I
Quit being a
decided
little
to use
bitch,
it.
bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I did steal the meme, though.
Huh.
I stole it. I stole it and then drove it. Yes, please.
But you see, what had happened was my boss said something very disturbing to me last week.
You're fired?
No, he said I'm
You
one
got
of-
a raise?
No, he said I'm one of his go-to guys because I get shit done, and I'm like, don't put that fucking pressure on me.
You know what, Phil?
I'm a slacker.
I can see that. You get shit done. I
do.
think I learned a little bit more about that, too.
Yeah,
Just FYI.
I try to be a slacker. I try to identify as one, but it's just not in my nature. I care too much.
Yeah,
my
having a
problem.
heart kind of sucks sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
And having not even about having a heart. It's a conscience.
Yeah.
It's the conscience that gets you every time.
So if you couple that with low self-esteem, it's a terrible elixir.
So is that why I'm so happy all the time? I
Elixir,
have
that takes me back to my childhood.
high self-esteem and no conscience whatsoever.
You don't have a conscience?
That is a narcissist, and I love it.
Oh,
That could
I
be.
do not
Yeah.
like narcissists.
Oh,
you are far
You
from
are
a
not a
narcissist.
narcissist.
No,
Adam. No, you are not. But I know a few.
My temporary boss that I talked about railed on this podcast. He's a narcissist, 100%.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have too much of a. I couldn't move raccoons out of my master bath shower, so
Yeah, no. When it comes to narcissistic
Well, where else are
behavior,
raccoons going to go?
well, I don't know. Eddie's house.
narcissistic behavior is just off the charts, and it can really, in our podcast terms, derail a person because that's some terrible shit.
It is.
It
it's
is.
horrible. Treating another human being like that. I've never gotten it. Like condescending people really drive me crazy too. That talk down to people all the time. Like we're all just humans, man.
Talk down,
Yeah.
or you say something that you mean to hurt them, and then try to
Right.
make them feel bad because they're actually hurt by what you said when you knew what you were going to fucking say.
You're
would
the one that
fucking
got
hurt them.
butt hurt, dude. It's just
Yeah.
words, man.
Oh, you're just sensitive. Oh, you're just this. Oh, you're just that. No, fuck you. You are an ass.
Go
or
fuck-
a bitch.
go
or
fuck
whatever.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm a dick, and here's why.
Okay, Adam is a dick, and here's why. Brought to you by
Adam.
the Unshittable Trash Can.
The unshittable trash can. When you can't shit in any other trash can, don't shit in the unshittable one.
Because it's impossible.
Or impossible.
unpossible.
Impossible. If you can't shit in it, it's impossible.
Inconceivable.
So, I'm leaving work on Friday,
Go on.
and the maintenance people had some cookies. They offered me a couple, and they had a big box of cookies. Okay.
I love where this is going already.
Cookies.
So then they mentioned they're like,
You lit up when you said cookies because
I know.
You had
without
to say
cookies,
cookies.
without cookies, you're just a monster.
it's part of my signature, my email signature at work.
I got my blue. I'm Cookie Monster.
Go on.
It's part of my email signature at work.
What? Without cookies,
Cookie
I'm just a
Monster?
monster.
No,
I like cookies.
my email signature says powered by cookies.
Powered by cookies. Go on. So said
anyways,
cookies.
So they're
maintenance people.
like, hey, would you like a couple cookies? And they had this big box of like 3 dozen of them.
Thank you, beautiful.
I'm like, yes, I would.
You
So
always-
I
you
take
always-
a very tasteful 2 cookies.
You always ask modest, like, oh, I couldn't.
No,
but
no,
okay,
no.
I'll just take
Because
a
they know-
I'll take some cookies.
They know that would be a lie. So anyways, they're like, yeah, we don't know. It's the end of the day. What are we going to do with all these cookies? So as I'm walking out, I see in the parking lot, there's a fat kid. So I turned around, I went back in. I'm like, hey, if you need to get rid of those cookies, there's a fat kid in the parking lot. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, there's a fat kid in the parking lot. And I actually made them go look. I said, you think I'm lying, but there's a fat kid in the parking lot.
Who's barking?
That's fucking
Who's
fantastic.
barking?
So
Oh, wait. What is that?
I feel
That's
like
my terrible laugh about fat kids.
I thought you were barking.
No.
I'm looking for a dog.
I felt like Chuck Woolery.
Chuck Woolery.
Like I made a love connection because I went in today. There were no cookies.
And the kid got fatter.
And still, there was a fat kid.
All right, so
no cookies, still
the fat kid wasn't out there. It was raining.
To all the, I don't like that term, but to all the,
I was a fat
kids,
kid. I
was a fat kid too.
Yeah.
So I was fat in elementary. My name's Phil. So you can guess what my nickname was. Fat Phil.
And my last name is Phil Kins.
So Fat Philkins.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad for you guys. Like that's not okay.
I grew into it.
But that's not. But that's not okay.
For erections lasting longer than 4 hours.
Please do
just
not
listen to this podcast.
Please
listen
do
to episode
not
2,
contact
Drake.
your doctor.
Guaranteed to
Keep that
kill
shit
your
going.
boner. Just keep pounding away, she says. And if that doesn't work, flip her over.
Woo! That's where you lick her in the front and poke her in the rear.
Folks, we're getting there.
She took my beer away, damn it. I've been cut off by Melanie.
Wise move.
So Melanie brought me these
Decisions were
beautiful
made.
succulents the other day, and now she's taking my beer that I can't suck on. But I'm not having a problem getting it to my mouth this week. I learned how to move the microphone.
Good Lord.
Bukkake.
I'm big in Japan.
So the bukkake, though, that is really gross.
Oh, good Lord.
Could you imagine the cleanup? Ugh.
That's probably another genre. Clean up from bukkake.
Oh, here they come with the wipes.
I gotta say, I'm
very
really
controversial to film it in
kinda
black and white.
disgusted by the bukkake. That is really gross.
It's not mainstream, for sure.
I think it should be, though.
It's so beautiful now.
So, you see, what had happened
That's what
was...
she said she thought about when she bought me the succulents.
Is boobs. Aren't boobs the driving force behind everything?
Pretty much, yeah.
New worlds were discovered because of boobs. You can look this up in your history.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
They're a little more pointy than mine, but
What have men done in history because of
But
boobs?
they're beautiful.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
you guys see boobs and you just go crazy.
No, you
And
pretty
it
much
doesn't
just...
matter
I don't
whether
go
they're
stops
big,
everything.
small,
I
or...
don't go crazy, but once you see one set of tits, you want to see them all if you're a dude.
See, I don't think girls are like that.
Most women even like boobs, though.
It's like Pokemon.
Oh, I think I admitted that.
Yes.
But, it's like for girls, it's different. We see one
You got to catch them all.
yoo-hoo. We don't care to see another. And when I say yoo-hoo, I mean the, kind that extends when
the
it's
bukkake
happy.
maker.
But we don't want to see them all. Okay, well, I guess I'm not speaking for everybody. Maybe some do. I don't, but,
Some do.
yeah. Well, I'm like, okay, going back to the whole I've never been to a strip club. I've never been to a strip club because there's nothing about a dude I don't know shaking his junk on me that's going to make me be like, woo, baby, yeah.
So I have a riddle for you.
Oh,
Go
riddle me
on.
this.
I have a riddle for you. Do you know what the difference is between a slut and a bitch?
Oh, my
Negative.
God.
A slut sleeps with everybody. A bitch sleeps with everybody but you.
Well. God damn.
Well, won't be the first time I've been called a bitch. Oh, and I didn't mean it like that. Oh God, I just realized what you said. No. No. Been a long time. But that's beside the point. But, you know what? That's not okay to say. Like, women can be selective. So are men just not selective? Are you guys just not selective? You just don't care?
What? What are you talking about?
Because he just said the difference between...
Did you say non-selective?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys just... And I said not non. But are you guys not selective? You just don't...
Do you think... So you think guys will just stick their dick in anything?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying...
Non-selective.
I'm saying, are you guys not... Well, not you, but... Are you... Like...
So now this is all I do.
Well, no,
This
it's
is on
just
me because
funnier
I guess I'm the single
'cause I'm
guy
thinking
here. So
if women sleep with people or something, and then oh, you're not gonna sleep with me, so you're a bitch, or okay, oh, you do sleep with me, you're a slut, whatever, But I can't believe it's going fucking on the air. But anyway, so for men, are you just not selective? Like you'll just sleep with anybody? Like women aren't allowed to be selective?
If I slept with every woman that wanted to sleep with me,
you'd be dead by now from chlamydia?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. No, I know personally I am. I know some guys aren't, but personally I am. Yes, please, PBR. Thank you.
I think she knows it's PBR. I got to come up with an acronym for that.
I also think she knows, yes, please. There was really not a question if that needed to be refilled.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck you.
But anyway, as far as being selective, yeah, I'm very much selective. I have to be like. Oh,
I thought you were about to say something about bukkake, and that's why I prepared myself.
Attracted to the person. I mean, do people probably do have sex with people they're not attracted to? That's just a weird concept. That's a weird construct.
No, I can assure you that's not the case. Well, for women, in my experience, and women I know, I can't speak for all women, but no, there has to be an attraction of some sort, because if there is no attraction, what are you going to get from that? I mean, you might not get anything from it even with an attraction, because they might not know what they're doing, but you still need to have an attraction. You have to. If there's no attraction, why on earth would you even do that?
I can tell you that absolutely, yes, people will do that act without attraction.
Yes.
Are you talking about porn, though?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, in the wild. In the wild.
In the wild.
Yeah.
So, like, when I drive home and I, like,
not
looking
in the wild.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although it is, since Boots Saloon has been shut down, it is a lot less. It happens a lot less.
That place was gross.
How many illegitimate children came out of that place?
Oh,
you know what?
I
was talking with a friend before that I'm not sure, maybe eons ago, I stepped foot in there one time, and I did one time. I was so grossed out by that place, and then that guy bought it and thought he was doing something. He called it a nightclub. Like, have you ever been to a nightclub? Because this is not a nightclub.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it was. I refused to go in there. That's just gross.
Okay.
Oh, but Phil did, so now I've butthurt Phil again.
No, you haven't. I just don't.
I've had bands play there before,
yeah.
and I've been in there when it's actually been.
But you're not. When it was Legends, or when it was Boots Saloon? Okay.
No, it took a severe. I mean, this is almost hard to fathom, but it took a severe drop in quality when it went
Legends.
from Boots
to Legends. Absolutely. You know what? And I know the person who owned Legends, and that's not surprising. So it's just there was something about the place. I don't know. Like, I think I'm a bitch.
No.
I think I'm a bitch.
Well, I mean,
my God, Melanie's saying yeah, but the boys are saying no. But, like, it just grossed me out. It grossed me out. Now she's high-fiving me after she called me a bitch. I'm like, seriously, it grossed me out.
Bitches run in packs.
Hell yeah, we do.
Sorry,
Somebody got the bigger. I heard the bartender say.
It's always going to be bigger.
Well, Mel said earlier that all men are small.
So, yeah, that happened.
I needed to bring that up.
Pre-show meeting.
Bring that up. I did. In the pre-show meeting, she said, if you are not...
compared to my dad, no one's big.
If you are not... Oh, my God. I'm getting text after text.
Anywho, but... I didn't want to.
She did. If you're not 6'3",
I didn't want to bash a local business because I don't have much good to say about it either. Which
no, we probably shouldn't. So we're just gonna.
Well, is it still a local business?
No,
it hasn't been open.
It's done. No, it hasn't. It's done. And like he.
Because I run into fraternities, I still bartend, so I run into fraternities of bartenders.
Let's get that liquor license in use. Somebody buy that place and turn it into something cool.
I think all three of us should.
We
should pool our money.
There's three things I never want to do in life. One is own a bar. Two is get married, and three is buy a boat.
Oh, well, yeah. Tyler owns a boat, and I've been married. I would never do it again, though. I would never get married again.
Jesus Christ. You know, you can tell people shit till you're blue in the face, and they don't listen. People just don't listen.
You've heard my...
Dude, I'm dead serious. I wouldn't.
Buy a boat?
Oh, I'd buy a boat.
No.
I'd own a bar. I would never get married again.
Why would you own a bar? Do you realize you're married to the place at that point?
Well, but you got to be
And you've got
committed.
to deal
It's
with
like anything
all
else.
the
Yeah.
bullshit.
Well, but I'm
It's
just
You know
saying.
how many
Impossible to
hours of
find help.
podcast we could record in a week if we owned a bar?
It's impossible to find help because no one
Amen
wants to
to
work
that.
anymore, and anybody that's worth a shit doesn't stay. It sucks. You know what?
You sound like you're talking from personal
The
experience.
thumb of Michigan sucks balls. It's just nothing but a cesspool of horrible people.
So
I would
you
think
know-
the thumb would more cradle balls than suck on them.
Holy shit. Apparently he sucks balls too. But anyway,
I'm just joking.
so here's my thing. I moved up here 20 years ago, and I moved up here from the city. And I have said since like second year in up here, when my kids are grown, I'm the fuck out of here. And there is my kids have known since they were this tall that when they graduate, mama's gone.
So if you're trying to counterpoint my argument, I don't think that's how you should do it. Anyway,
well, thank you for telling me how to do it.
Let's own
Maybe
a
I
bar.
should tell you how to do it.
Go on.
I don't know how
Tell
you
me
do it,
more.
but I'm just saying, tell me not to. Whatever.
Wow. Man, that last segment was brought to you by butthurt.com.
For all your butt hurt needs.
And that would not be the first butt hurt on the show, but it would be the first butt hurt by me.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You okay?
You
Phil?
recovered from last week?
You're gonna be all right.
No.
You're gonna be all right.
You know we haven't heard? We haven't heard. Yeah, baby, we need that.
Yeah, baby, I think you're right.
I'm just going to click mute and let you guys finish the show.
No, you cannot. You are the mainstream of this show.
No.
Oh, yes, you are.
If you're tuning in to listen to me, you've got serious issues.
Well, that's who we
Anybody's
cater
tuning in
to.
listen to me,
You're
then
right.
you got serious
You're true.
issues.
It's called the lowest common denominator.
Hey, I actually know what that is. And it's the least common denominator, not the lowest.
We are a minute 6 into this.
No,
thing.
it was
If you
a-
are still listening, you are fucked up.
It was a commentary on society, not mathematics.
Well, okay, I went with the mathematics side.
You went with the mathematical term, which is A-OK.
Yes. Sorry about that, folks. Showing the brainy side.
So what
Math is hard.
Math sucks.
what haven't we done so far this show? We've grinded gears.
We
My
didn't
friend
really
is a
grind
dick.
gears.
Made fun of fat kids.
That was so horrible, though.
Sweating like a fat kid at the SATs.
And
Oh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Oh
he
my
was
God.
visiting somebody with COVID. So that that
And the cookies really
cookie-
brightened his day.
Exactly.
But,
They may have been infected though.
Yes. Well, you are at the hospital now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I miss working with you.
Those were good times.
Those were really good times.
Unfortunately, there was an ogre,
But
and that ogre protected the gateway to further employment.
As well as big financial gain for the radio station.
abso-motherfucking-lutely.
Come
And
on.
that is my own word.
Phil is a true talent. Pay the man.
I so bad want to do something
But
right now.
I still get to see Phil every Friday.
I know.
And then I love when he comes out and says goodbye to me because there's some mornings I'm just not talkative, and he still comes out, and
Always.
says goodbye.
Look at that. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
glad I can brighten your day.
You are a ray of sunshine.
But my days haven't been
I
sad
got a
because of the
pocket
radio
full of
station lately.
sunshine.
It's been other things, but yeah. So
Yeah, what's going on? Tell us more. You had
I can't.
you had a rather ominous post on Facebook, and it's one of those vague things which.
and I don't do vague very often.
No,
you
and
know me. I'm
because
very
it
point
fucking
blank
irritates
and
the
forward.
shit out of me.
And
hey,
I did that just
we could
because
really
of you,
use
Phil.
some prayers right now. Nah, fuck, I don't care.
I didn't post that.
No, people that
oh,
do.
I was like, I didn't post that.
Or what I love, another thing I love is when somebody posts in a relationship, but there's nobody on the other end of the relationship, and you're like, huh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, there's.
Oh, I'm in
no
a relationship. Look at me.
There is no
I
relationship.
found the
or
love of
anything
my
like
life.
that.
This is the third time you found the love of your life this year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This month, exactly, Mel. This month. No, but
Not everybody
no,
in that bukkake seed wanted to be with you.
That's right.
No,
Just
but-
because you ended up stuck to the floor doesn't mean they all wanted to be with you.
Oh boy. Now there's certainly some people going.
See, now I'm
I
reading
gotta
a text
Google that
message
shit.
from the reason that I'm not
It's
talking
the
about shit.
reason why I'm here. Okay. I gotta pee.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Talk to the kids. I'm gonna go do that.
You know,
Okay.
I have to relieve myself. It's not fair
Well,
we have
hold
to
on,
relieve
hold on,
ourselves
hold
at
on,
the
hold
same
on.
time.
Let's
Okay, I'm still here.
let's
wrap this up.
We're at a minute 10
We're in
or
a
so
football
here.
stance.
Well, all right. I'll shit in a trash can, but I won't wet myself. All right, I won't stoop that low.
We do need to mention real quick that you need to check out Tuscolapalooza at Tuscolapalooza.com. August 7th, all-day show. Going to be a fantastic time.
We're going to be there.
We're going to be there.
So
they might even let us talk.
What are
They
you
said
guys
we're going to
doing
do stuff
there?
on stage. They're going to let us do stuff
I got to
on
learn how to
stage.
fucking juggle, man. Ooh, I'll juggle those.
There we go.
We're juggling. That's what we're doing on stage at
Yeah.
So we're going to...
Tuscaloosa?
Tuscolapalooza.
Tuscola.
We are an official sponsor of Tuscolapalooza, and we're going to be part of the show. And we appreciate it. We're going to do our jerky tasting on the Quick Trip that will be released on Thursday.
Yeah. So
When's
Just
the
shaking things
Quick
up a
Trip?
little bit. The Quick Trip's going to be recorded here shortly, but we're...
All right, and I'll keep it short.
No, keep it long.
I started that just a hair too soon.
Play the long game.
So, let's wrap this thing up.
All right.
All right,
take
good
us
night,
out.
everybody.
Yeah. I mean...
For Phil Nickel, Laura McNugget, Laura Montgomery,
Well done.
and Melanie floating around here somewhere not being very talkative.
And
Not
our
at all.
favorite, Phil Nickel.
I am
We're
Adam
taking you out.
I am Adam Filkins, and want to remind everybody to
Make good choices.
Yes, please make good choices.